Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 4 of our Minnesota Wild GM mode. So, in last episode, we had the trade deadline, which we actually made no trades at. We were attempting to acquire Gustav Nyquist, but we couldn't. Detroit wanted too much to get him, so we couldn't get anybody at the deadline. We ended up simming the remainder of the season and missing the playoffs with a pretty bad record. Arizona won the Stanley Cup, and our leading point man this season was Eric Stahl. So we're up here at the 2018 draft. I asked you guys last time what you think we should go after, and nobody replied, but I did talk to Jeff Breland, who is, or Brelinski, or whatever his name is, who is Jay Bryland Sabres fan on YouTube, and he did suggest that I go after maybe like a center or someone like Ryan Merkley. I'm not going to go after Ryan Merkley because he usually goes later in the draft, but see, these centers that go at like around top 10, we might be able to get one of them. So we might be able to get someone like Hug or Lundestrom. The reason I want a center, like maybe this guy actually is a good one, center playmaker, is because I think I might put like Luke Kunin eventually on the wing, like on the right wing, with whatever center I draft here, and Kaprizov on the left side, like for a future top line maybe. So then you'd have like a sniper playmaker, sniper kind of thing. And I don't really want to draft any two-way centers because I use two-ways more for like the bottom six and kind of like penalty killing guys. I'd rather have like playmakers and snipers on the top six, like line, or top six, whatever spots you want to say. So anyways, that is who I'm going to try and target at this draft, is this guy, I think. If he falls to us, if not, then we'll just probably draft whoever is the best center available. And yeah, so this year we have a first round pick at 10th overall, but then in real life the Minnesota Wild traded away their second. I think it was to either Arizona or Buffalo. So we do not have a second, but we have 3 thirds. We have no fourths, we have 2 fifths, and we have a 6th and a 7th, I think. So we have a decent amount of draft picks. And yeah, so let's start up the 2018 draft. We're going to try and get the draft and all this off-season stuff done in this episode. And I'm going to do a pre-recorded episode for the first start of the season. So as you can see, our 2 former GMs that we did, both the Islanders and the Canucks, both have the first 2 picks. The Islanders actually have 3 top 10 picks, which is pretty crazy. As you can see there, they have the 4th as well. So they could potentially go after someone like Zadina and I don't know who else, Mick Isaac or something. So they could have some really good prospects ready to go by like in a couple of years. So yeah, that's basically what the first round looks like. And I'm gonna show you guys what each who goes to each place in the first round. The reason I want to do that is because for my own benefit, because I am doing my Google Sheets. I want to put down who's got drafted in every single first round in our GM mode. So we'll always look at who gets drafted by each team in the first round. So starting off with the Vancouver Canucks, who goes first? Obviously, it's probably Rasmus Dahlin. Yep. So Dahlin goes to the Vancouver Canucks. So Vancouver is finally getting a nice young defenseman. That's going to help them out a lot. Second overall goes Joe Veleno, goes to the New York Islanders. So a nice center for them to have maybe behind John Tavares if they could re-sign John Tavares. Third is Philip Zadina to the Boston Bruins. Interesting, medium elite right winger. Busick, which is the left wing power forward, goes to the Islanders. So the Islanders getting Busick and Veleno. So they have a nice, they're building up a first line of the future, I think, more. McDonald goes to the Dallas Stars, medium top 6. McIsaac goes to the Vegas Golden Knights, so they have a nice prospect defenseman now in their organization. Beaudin goes to Detroit, high top 6. And we got offered Gustav Nyquist now. Okay, that's interesting. So when you target a player, then they're going to start making offers. So we have to give up our first, though, for next year. I don't like that. And a 7th for this year, no. I can't give up a first round pick because I don't know if we're going to be a contender next year or not. Sorry, my voice is going. It's because it's early in the morning. So New York Islanders now, and they get Hug. So that actually leaves us that playmaker, I think. But Hug was a top 9, so I think this guy that we are scouted might be only a top 9. He might not be the best available, but I think I want to go with him still because he's supposed to go in the top 10. He's 18. Yeah, let's go with Lundstrom. Welcome aboard. Medium top 9. Okay, well, hopefully he outgrows that role because I think players do change in like their potentials. So he has a chance to maybe become a low top 6 or something. And he is a 61 out of the draft, which is not too horrible. He could probably play in the AHL in the first season, I think. So let's just see who goes afterwards. So Olofsson, any steals at this draft? Krivosik, both two-way guys. Oh, Thomas. Oh, geez, I could have gone after Thomas. I didn't even realize he was down there. Medium top 6, center playmaker. That would have been a better pick to play with like Kaprizov and Kunin. Medium elite Corson. I thought Corson was going to be good, but I didn't want to draft him because I know we do need a goaltending prospect, but I didn't realize he was going to be that good still going after the top 10. Because he was projected to go top something early in the season, and then his projection dropped. So, Jet Wu to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh yeah, all these guys are good defensive prospects. There's another one that we could have went after, a center power forward in McLeod. Okay. No, I do not want Michael Frolik. He's probably like 32 by this time. So, Grollo. Yeah, we didn't choose the best first round pick, but whatever. Hopefully my player grows good. And wow, that's a nice one. Medium elite right wing power forward for the Devils at 23 overall. Don't know his first name at all, but whatever. Another Bouchard. Let's see. Onyebauchi. I don't even know if that guy is from Japan or what. Belvery. I probably butchered his name too. Egan, the Oilers, and I didn't mean to trade for the pick. I don't want to trade for the 28th overall pick. Like I said, I'm just showing the first round completely, just so you guys can kind of get a feel for who has been drafted in the first round of every season. So, Clancy, there's another Clancy. Okay, it's interesting. And who went last in that first round? Just so I could write that down onto my Google Sheets. Oh, Alexis Gravel, like I thought. So, Gravel, our former player, gets drafted by the Arizona Coyotes at 31st overall. So, just as he normally does. So we won't be able to get Gravel back in SGM mode, but whatever. Okay, so now we're in the second round. Let's sim to our pick. And I don't have Nielsen and Erickson. These guys are like 35 years old for a first round pick. I don't need those at all. Decline. Oh yeah, we don't have a second. I just realized. So Henrique. Okay, some interesting trade offers coming in. Henrique is like 28 or 29. Green's really old though. I don't like Green's contract. I know for sure. So yeah, I'm going to decline that. You know, Henrique would be a solid center to have between, like, Granlund and maybe somebody else. I don't know. So we're up here in the third round. Let's see if we can get a steal here at the draft. I should sort by my... Oh, wait. I wonder if Albeline's gone yet. Yeah, let's sort by pinned. Because there was the Albeline guy that I was looking at before. I kind of want him. I also pinned these Cardinal guys because my last name's Cardinal, but looks like Albeline must have gone already. And these guys are all projected actually undrafted, never mind, so I'm not going to draft those guys yet. Let's just go back and see what Albeline got drafted to, because I really wanted that Albeline guy. I don't know what his potential actually was going to be. He probably went early in this third round, because I think he was second/third round. Okay, maybe he went in the second round then, at the end of the second. Sucks that he already went to a team. Yeah, I think I just saw his name. Yep, he low top 6. Damn, he would have been pretty good. Montreal Canadiens. Maybe have to trade with them eventually. Or maybe we'll find a different Albeline at the draft, like, in the coming seasons. So this episode might be a bit long, because I'm going to do the entire draft, because there is steals that you could get in late rounds, so... I think Noel was usually a pretty good pick, but a power forward, 6'4", 192, that's pretty nice. But let's see, who else is there? Troy Peterson, this guy's a bottom 6 forward, exact bottom 6. Is there any like exact steals? We don't have that much time left on our clock, so we should start drafting soon. I just want to see if there's any good exact players. So exact top 9s, 4th rounders, so Yeah, we'll leave those 4th rounders guys for now. We might be able to get them in a later part of the draft. Okay, so let's see. Who do we want to go after? We have some left wing prospects. We need a goaltender. You know what? Yeah, this guy's a goalie hybrid, medium fringe starter, potential 17. Let's draft him, and he is a medium fringe starter. So this guy might be just like a Capo Kakinen kind of a guy. So that's nothing big, but at least it's a goalie prospect for our organization. Oh yeah, we have 3/3. I forgot about that. So we could go after another one right now. That one that we made with before was from our Vegas Golden Knights pick, I think. This one is from our pick. So, another center playmaker wouldn't be bad. Low top 9, though. 18 center playmaker, nothing known about him. There's a lot of center playmakers. I feel like I want to go after another one. Just because the first one we had was only a top 9. Yeah, I think I'm going to go after... Who is the youngest out of these guys? I don't want a bottom 6 one. 18. 18 as well. They're all 18. Yep. Okay, so... You know, actually, what about this guy? He's unknown. And he's got the same first name as me. So you know what? Let's go with this guy, 2-way. He might be just like a top 9, so... Oh, bottom 6. Okay, but that's fine. Cool. Because bottom 6 forwards... And he's a 2-way. That's good. He might be a good defensive player. Hopefully he grows. Maybe into like a role like Chris Wyman did in our Vancouver Canucks GM mode. So, no, I do not want Franz Nielsen, Detroit. I know you want to get rid of all your old guys. And Washington, okay, this is an interesting offer because I don't really want Stalock around. I want to like kind of upgrade him this offseason. They're offering us their 4th for this year for our 5th in Stalock. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to take that. I think that 5th actually belonged to them originally because we did have a Washington 5th. So you know what? I think I'm going to accept this deal because... Yeah, I think I'm going to accept this deal because I don't want Stalock to stay around. So there you go. Accept that trade. That's the first trade we've made in this GM mode. So Stalock gone to Washington. I'm going to probably look for like a new backup in the free agency. We're getting offered Henrique for a 1st and a 2nd. I like Henrique, but I don't think he's worth the 1st and 2nd almost. He's 28. That's not too old. That's not bad. But then if I do pick him up, I have to like get rid of somebody like Mikko Koivu probably. I'm not going to accept that just yet. But that's an interesting offer. Okay, so this 4th we got just from Washington, I think now, or is it a different one? I don't know. I think this one we got from Washington. So, Gonchar, left wing, 2-way forward, 18 as well. Monolainen, bottom 6 forward. I almost said beating 6. Exact backup. It's not the greatest for this round even. L Swift, Boo. Keaton. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with this Gonchar guy. You know what? Yeah, let's see. If he's another bottom 6, that's not bad. Low elite. Holy crap, that's a good one. Left wing, 2-way forward. Low elite, 53 overall. So Gonchar, this guy might be our best prospect that we have yet. So maybe he's the top liner actually instead of Kaprizov, and Kaprizov's like the 2nd liner. And then we move someone like Greenway away. So let's him to user pick again. I do not want Franz Nielsen. Detroit's just too persistent in every single GM mode. Even in an NHL 17, they wanted to get rid of Zetterberg so much. Okay. Unknown. Oh, there's Ty Smith. You know what? We got to take Ty Smith. He was projected to be, he's actually still projected to be a 1st round pick in real life. So I don't know why he's supposed to go in this 5th/6th round. But we're going to go with Ty Smith easily. High AHL top 2. Really? Well, you could still make the team with that type of overall. And what's his overall in the draft? 54. Okay. Let's see. Franz Nielsen is 6th for our 1st. No, I don't know on Franz Nielsen's contract. It's 5 years. I think he's already like 30 something. I think he's like 35. So that's like taking him till he's 40. I know a lot of players play till they're older now in this, but still. There's another unknown goalie, 18. You know what? I think I want to get some more goalie prospects in this organization. Let's go with this dude. Just watch this guy be a low elite or something. Oh, AHL starter. Ugh, it was a horrible pick. Now we're in the 7th round. Let's try and get a 7th round steal. So we are even going to sort by the undrafted guys too, not just people projected to go in the 7th round. Because there could be somebody that's a steal that's undrafted, because they do have some good picks that go undrafted in this, I think, is what I've seen. So yeah, this might be a long episode because this entire first draft is almost taking 20-something minutes already. So this episode might be like 30-something minutes long, but hopefully you guys like it anyways. And come on, I sorted. Why didn't it take so long to sort? There you go. Unknown. Okay, let's just look at... I don't want to look at goaltenders necessarily. I already have enough goalies that I just drafted, or maybe I want to draft a new goalie. I don't know. Let's see. We actually need some right wing prospects, I think, because we don't have a lot of right wingers. So Tyler Burney. Gannon's 19 already. Is there anybody that's 18? There's the Cardinal guy I was pinning. 19. Jaden Pekka. This guy's 18, power forward, 6'4", 211. That sounds interesting almost. Let's see, anybody else that's 18. Because 18-year-olds might be better to get than a 19-year-old. Oh, there's another one. Sergei Brzgalov. What about Belanger, 20 already? And 18 for Thierot. You know, I think I'm going to go with... Who was it that I wanted to go with? It was the 6'4" power forward. Yeah, let's go with this guy, Lars Ekman. Even though he's projected to go undrafted and there's still 7th rounders. Let's see if this guy turns out to be anything good for an undrafted player. Medium AHL top 6'4", that's not that bad. He could at least play in our AHL eventually. Hopefully he gets better than that. I don't think he will, but whatever. Okay, so that is the draft. It should be. Yep, there is the draft. So we got Lindstrom in the first round. We got Viklund, Duffy, Gonchar, Smith, Fragapane, and Ekman. Okay, so we're going to go on to the re-sign stage. I am not going to show you guys the entire re-sign stage, like of who I'm re-signing and stuff like that. But I can let you know that people like Chris Stewart are going to be released for sure. Because Chris Stewart, he was losing morale. So basically Luke Kunin's going to take his roster spot. And we're also going to release... Kyle Quincy and Ryan Murphy's going to take his roster spots. So that's my 2 plans at least. I think I'm going to try and get Koivu back on like a 1-year deal just for now. And yeah, so let's just see who we have to resign. I know Koivu signed a 2-year extension in real life, but I don't want to give him his actual contract. So UFAs, yeah, Mikko Koivu's there. Is this already sorted by overall? Yeah, it is. Okay, I guess that's a new feature. So, yeah, Quincy's going to go. Foligno is going to probably get him back, I think, maybe on like a 1-year deal or something. Yogi Paka is going to be our new depth guy in the NHL. Chris Stewart's going to go because look at that, 75 overall, 30 years of age, someone like that. RFAs, we have to get Granlund on his new contract, I think, kind of need a writer. So, yeah, there's a lot of good RFAs that need to be signed, so... we only have 28 million in cap space as well, so I will sign these guys as best as I can and see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so we have pretty much everybody signed back up. We just need to get pretty much Yogi Paka and Foligno. Yogi Paka wants to test the free agent market, but if we gave him more money, we could get him back. So I don't think I'm going to get him back, but I might have to get still a depth defenseman for the NHL. He actually is listed as a top 6, so that would screw us up a bit. So we're going to release Yogi Paka. And I'm going to try and get Foligno back. Yeah, we could get him back for enough. And maybe we could get a backup goalie still, because that's one thing we need as well. Let's see. 1.5 should be good for 1 year. Hopefully he signs on that. And then we will go to free agency. And free agency should be pretty quick, because I don't think we need much, to be honest. And... okay, so more cash or free agency. Let's just try one more offer to Foligno. Just because he is a pretty solid bottom 6 kind of guy. And we do need him, I think. Yeah, because we freed up some roster spots, but they're for like Kunin to jump into the NHL team. So offer you 1.7. That's or 1.725. That's the most I could offer to you, Foligno. At least I think I can. Yeah, probably, because that will leave us with like $3-something million left. And we got Mikko Koivu back on a 1-year deal. He only wanted 1 year at like $5 million, so that was good. And Foligno still rejects. So sorry, Marcus Foligno, but we're not gonna get you back, I guess. We're gonna see if we can find a new bottom line left winger or something in replacement. So also, I'm gonna look and do some micromanaging off this and see if there's any trades I want to do during this off season, like during this free agency period, just so we could see if we could change up a few things. So John Tavares is available. He is a free agent. So I wish I would have had enough cap space. If I would have not signed Mikko Koivu, I could have probably went after John Tavares. He doesn't want that much either. He wants 5 years at 8.55, which is not horrible. But I can't get him unless I trade away somebody. He would be nice to have on the team as well. Let's see. Let's sort by affordable players because some of them aren't. Zdeno Chara, no thanks. He's too old, but he's still good overall. It's interesting. There's some good centers available, but I don't think we need. We just need. Let's see. Is there any fourth line left wingers? Patrick Maroon, third line scoring forward. If we put him on the penalty kill, he shouldn't complain about his ice time. But how much does he want? $3 million. That's pretty much all we have. Let's just address our needs first. We don't necessarily need that left wing spot. We need a backup goalie maybe for Dubnyk, because, well, I did sign Svedberg to another deal, but he's only a 77 as well. We might need a better backup. So Kari Lettinen, 80 overall backup. He's solid, but he's usually had bad seasons. Michael Hutchinson's not that bad. You know what? I'm going to offer Michael Hutchinson a contract. And we're going to offer him a 1-year deal at 1.750 and see if he can come play for us as our backup. We did release Johan Gustafsson or whatever his name was because he just was shit last season during the AHL year because he has always like a horrible save percentage and goals against. I could have went after Darcy Kemper, who used to play for Minnesota, like literally not that long ago. Let's see. Now we need a depth defenseman because Yogi Paka didn't want to sign with us. We want somebody listed as a depth D, not a top 6, because or else they'll screw up with morale. Oh, there you go. Now we got some depth defenders. So Zach Trotman, 76 overall. Ugh. Marchenko's not that bad, 26. There's also Kulak. You know what? I'm going to go after Kulak. Kulak's 24. High 7th D. Yeah, you're going to play in the NHL probably, though, as their depth guy. It's not a bad person to pick up. So now we addressed it, our goalie, hopefully, and our depth defense. Now we could probably target a left winger to replace Foligno. Let's see. Matt Pumple listed as a Ep.4, the fourth liner. Jaskin. You know what? I'm going to go after Dimitri Jaskin. He's young. He doesn't want that much either. He's basically the same type of thing as Foligno, but a little bit better, I think, even. We're going to give him a bit more. Let's give him not 2 million. We want to make sure we have enough cap space left over. We're not dealing with cap problems. Okay, so that's that. Let's see if we get these guys. Hopefully we do, because those guys could help other team. Jaskin on the fourth line, Kulak a solid depth defenseman, and then a new backup in whoever was Hutchinson. Let's see. Should be around soon that they sign up, as it is like the fourth day of free agency. This is a bit slower, this menu. And Hutchinson is accepted, so welcome aboard Michael Hutchinson and Dimitri Jaskin and Brett Kulak. So that's our only free agent signings we're going to do, because I don't want to build up too much cap. Let's see how much cap space we have even going into the season. 3.1750, actually, that's not bad. I'm going to also quickly take a look at the trading block and stuff like that and get back to you guys if there is any potential trades I want to make before we end this episode. So see you guys in a sec. Okay guys, so I did find one small interesting thing. Montreal actually does want to give up that Albling guy, so just for reasons of our Canucks GM mode. This guy's a low top 6. He's got okay trade value. I'm going to see if we can maybe quickly acquire him. I'm going to try and give up a draft pick. Montreal doesn't want any draft picks though. What do they actually want? Because we might be able just to give up somebody from the AHL straight up for him. Actually, maybe we can't. Tyler Ennis, they want Ennis. But then we don't have a right. We could potentially give up Ennis for sure, but they'll be over salary cap. Yeah, I guess we won't target this guy yet. Maybe down the road, but still interesting that he's on the trading block. I would like to bring him in eventually, or bring in another Albaline just so we could kind of have like a memories of our Canucks GM mode. So anyways, I'm going to sim up to next season, and I'm going to show you guys quickly the lines and stuff like that, and then that'll be it for this episode of our Minnesota Wild GM mode. So see you guys in a sec. Okay guys, so we're up here at year number 2. Let's take a look at our lines. And we're going to have to call up some players probably as well, because I don't think all the right players are probably in the right spots. So, in the system, okay, so it looks like Kaprizov is going to have to stay down in the minors for another year. Same with Greenway, as Kaprizov has grown to a 76. Nice. And then Greenway has grown to a 74. So those two actually get to play on the first line probably. Our left wingers seem to be the best in the minors. So actually we don't have to call up anybody, it looks like. Unless, let's see, goaltenders. No, Svedberg and Kakinen are going to be playing, and McCulloch's going to be a depth goalie down there. So that's solid. And in the NHL, looks good. So let's just take a look at our lines here. So Luke Kunin, yes, 82. Second line forward, holy shit. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have got Koivu back. Well, actually I could use him as a right winger like I was tending to. And then Ennis could go here. Jaskin's a fourth liner, I know that. Eriksson Ek, third line checking forward. He could still play down there. There we go, that works. I think that should work there, hopefully. Okay, so, and Coyle's the second line forward as well as the problem. Parise, still second liner. Hopefully Coyle's getting power play time still. So anyways, let's see, just make sure everybody's in the right spots. So yeah, we want to keep Jaskin in. What about where Ferraro is? Nobody there. So okay, so our offense, so we got Eric Stahl, who's now up to an 87. Mikhail Granlund, 86, so he grew a lot. 85. Niederreiter, I think, grew as well. Luke Kunin grew to an 82, and he's only 20, and already listed as a second line forward. So this guy might be taking over Nito's spot pretty soon. Mikko Koivu, 84. Parise, 83. Wait, let's see Koivu, second line forward still. At least he's a 1-year deal. Hopefully Coyle doesn't lose morale because he's on the third line. Zucker, 82 as well. Coyle, 84. Ennis, 81. Our team looks pretty good on the top 9. And then our fourth line looks pretty solid here. But Ferraro is pretty weak. But Ferraro had a good season last year. Still like 18 points, I think. Defensively, Suter and Spurgeon. Dumba actually is better than Spurgeon now. You know, I might as well just balance it out a bit. Still, so okay, so then Brodin and Dumba and Murphy and Riley, and who is scratched? Kulak, and I don't want Olofsson up here, to be honest. Wait, what is Olofsson listed as? Minor top 2, and Kulak is listed as a depth. So yeah, I'm gonna send down Olofsson, and I don't want to call up a forward for depth, really, to be honest. So yeah, Olofsson down. We could actually bring Kaprizov into the NHL right now if we wanted to, and use him as a fourth liner. But I don't know if that'll hurt his growth, because what's he listed at? Fourth line forward. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna bring Kaprizov up. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Kaprizov up, and yeah, then he's gonna play where Ferraro is, and Ferraro could be a depth guy. So that's what we're gonna do. You know, Kaprizov is a left winger, and Ferraro is a right winger. So let's go back to L lines for a quick second. Once again, I apologize for the length of this episode, because it's probably just over 30 something minutes, because with all the cutting and that. So let's see, what could I do? Jaskin, come on, why can't I click on him? Oh, it's probably that glitch thing. Yeah, I can't click on. Let's just click here for a second. Now can I look at him? Yes, now I can. Okay, so We could always put Eriksson Ek on there. Jaskin, no, not good at faceoffs. Ferraro was good at faceoffs, but Ferraro's gonna want being scratched here. Yeah, let's see. Kaprizov. Since he's listed as a fourth line score our player, we have to use him because I don't want him not to grow because of that. So let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll just use Jaskin as a right winger, even though he's not a right winger. And yeah, that should be good. How is the defensive stat? Okay, defensively, Kaprizov's actually pretty good. 86. Okay, so that's good. And then goaltending in between the pipes, Dubnyk and Hutchinson looks a lot better than last year. Dubnyk's up to an 89, so I think he's up to an 89. I don't know if he grew. AHL-wise, quickly, we got Svedberg and Kakinen as their goaltenders. Kakinen actually is growing decently. He might actually be able to make the NHL one day. Then we got Lucia, O'Reilly, and Greenway. Okay. Birchie, Rao, and Carter. Gabriel, Gilmore, and Mitchell. Beck, Jenks, and Lang. I just want to make sure we have all the prospects that have potential in. So, wow, Salaturo grew to a 64. That's pretty good. And I want to have some of these guys in, so we might as well scratch some of the older guys. So, yeah, Jenks, you're going to get scratched. We need to put in Sokolov because he's a low top 9. Beck, you're going to get scratched. A lot of these guys I don't want to scratch, but it's because we have way too much players down there in minors. So Lundestrom was our first round pick this year. I signed him to a deal, so I got to bring him in for sure. What's his face-offs and stuff like? Okay, he's really good already on his defensive side. It looks like 73 face-offs, 72 defensive awareness. Okay. Good skater as well. So we'll bring him up, and we're going to also scratch Gilmore. Hopefully our team can still play good with all these youngsters. Mason Shaw is also a prospect, so we got to put him in. I think that was good for that side. What about left wingers? No, that's good. I'll just check quickly again. Salatura I want to play though. Yeah, instead Chase Lang. Might as well put in Dante Salatura because Salatura's got a high HL top 6 forward potential, so he could still be good. Defensively, let's see, Jalen and Chizen are both 7th Ds. We could put one in instead of Hunter Warner. And same with Sadeo. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Even though that looks weaker, we have more of our potential players in the lineup. So that's our defensive core in the minors and our goaltending, like we said. So all these guys are scratched for this season unless there's injuries. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this long episode of our Minnesota Wild GM mode. So next episode, we will start up year number 2 and sim all the way up to the trade deadline. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.